Wait, that's limey.
Have you guys ever wondered, like,
What the meaning of life is?
As you're growing up in a school, and like, you know how you go to like your usual like corner store, like the gas stations.
Yeah.
And that
yeah.
And that person, that register guy or cashier, he sees you growing up buying chips and like
Yeah.
sodas, right? And then next thing you know, you're starting to buy blunt wraps and alcohol.
Buy
Yeah.
what?
I thought you were gonna say
Or
like
cigar
you went.
wraps,
So,
and-
it's
or
funny.
puff bars.
It's funny because at like my local
Wanna
like
fix the
corner
English?
Oh
store,
yeah, yeah. Let's
at my local corner store, like I would know the dad, and then eventually, like as I got older, like it's really bad, don't vape. But because I like would buy vapes all the time, his son
Yeah.
would give me discounts on my vapes whenever I bought them.
Brisk was popping back then. Those
Dude,
drinks.
my breakfast in high school, I would stop at the corner store before class, and I'd get hot fries and a brisk. The strawberry melon.
So as a teacher, I will tell you, these kids be coming with everything and
Yeah.
anything. Like, I used to have a buddy in high school. He would come with a cookie dough and a Monster.
Hey,
Don't ask me
your
why.
kids
That
be
is like a
coming in
great
with
combo.
like fries from Winco, dude.
So there's a whole grocery store and like a good grocery store across the street from us. So yeah, they be coming with everything.
Yeah.
Very, what's the word for it? I never accept food from students just because I'm very skeptical.
Why?
What they could be giving.
Yeah,
you.
what they could be giving you. I hear horror stories and
Even if it's like a hot
see
fry.
like that. Yeah, even yep. I don't know what these kids be having. I mean, I don't do anything like for them to hate me, but still, you know, I just
You never
think
know.
They'd be like, hey, you know, it'd be funny to give Mr. Gonzalez like.
What could they give you though?
You never know.
So in the state of California, you can get edibles now. So that's what I'm scared of.
Oh yeah, I heard about that new dispensary that they just opened.
They did. They did. I heard as well. But yeah, anyway, y'all.
All right, let's get this started right here in this podcast. This is your host. I'm not the host, actually. I have Cruz as the host today, but I want to say a quick shout out for everyone that watched our YouTube.
Yeah.
100 views within the 24 hours. That's a cool milestone for me. I thought we were going to get
Yeah.
like 50 at most.
Got like 500 views on TikTok. You know, everybody hated that. I'd be hating on Bud Light, I guess. But anyway, so with that being said, I know last week we did what? We did the ratings, like the 10 game. We did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Talked a little bit about Coachella. But this week, because I just went on a first date yesterday, let's talk about. No, thank you. Let's talk about first dates, and I want to hear to start this off. Worst first date y'all ever had?
Dude, when I went on my worst day it wasn't worse, but like, it was awkward. She was vlogging like everything.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. I don't even know who she is anymore.
See, you always get those girls that post everything but the dude. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you'll take them to a fly spot. I don't know. Maybe it just happens to me because I'm like medium.
It was just
ugly.
an awkward one
But,
right there for me.
Yeah. Okay, so you'd say that was the worst?
Yeah, that was really... It made me uncomfortable a lot.
I feel that one. All right, Naomi, what was your worst?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever really had like a worse first date, but I know for sure there was one time where I was super nervous, and I'm like that type of like person where like I definitely need a drink. But I feel like I overdid it, and I actually got like pretty drunk. My like humor makes up for it, so at least I was funny. But like to the guy that I went out with, I'm so sorry.
So Naomi getting
Yeah.
turned on those first dates.
Yep.
There's a reason she's banned from Bumble. So
What's Bumble?
it's a dating app.
It's when the girls like.
Yeah.
It's meant for like girls to be the ones.
Oh,
to
that
like,
one.
Yeah, the other one. The
I'm
other
like,
one.
Bumble, thank you for contributing to my trauma.
Yep, that's how it
the
goes.
one.
That's how it
the
goes.
one.
Sabrina, I'm looking at you at the end of the table. Tell
Mine's
me.
bad. Mine is so bad.
Lord.
So this was a first and a last. This guy literally took me. Okay, so we planned out to go hiking, right? We were like, okay, this is gonna be cute, whatever. We're gonna go hiking. So I packed a drawstring with like water, snacks. I packed everything. He was just gonna drive.
Wait, hiking on a first date?
Well,
Babe,
we had been like,
that sounds like real like serial killer. Like,
yeah.
Hey, so that'll work. You over like
I just thought
200
it was
pounds.
cool.
I can't
It
be doing
was
that.
it was a summer, and I was like, okay, like this is actually pretty cool, like to do something. And I thought hiking was creative. I thought that was like a creative thing.
Something different.
Yeah.
Something different.
yeah.
So I was like,
I could see
okay,
that.
we go. Mind you, I knew the guy. Like, it wasn't that, like, we were brand new, barely met. All right, let's go hiking. But he took me. We got there. As soon as we get there, he sees a snake. Like, is driving up, sees a snake, and he goes, oh, shit, I want that. And I was like, dude, no. Like, no. He got out of the car, grabbed a drawstring, put the snake in there, sealed it, and put it in the back seat. And I was like, what, like, you're going to let it go, right? He goes, no, let's finish our hike, and I'm going to take it home. I'm going to keep it. And I was like, red flag.
what,
Okay.
in the Whitey's Pets?
Yeah. So we start hiking, and
That's crazy.
That's
dude,
scary.
I'm literally, and I'm panicking. I'm having a panic attack because I'm scared of snakes. So I was like, I don't want that in the back seat. I can't. And he's like, calm down. So then we start hiking. This drawstring is chafing on me. It's heavy. I brought everything. So I'm like, oh, he's going to be a guy, a gentleman, you know, he'll offer to take it. So I start like being a little dramatic, but I'm like, oh, this is so heavy. And he goes, adjusts it so it's like crossed on me. He goes, there, it's probably a little lighter now, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Some of us are
Yeah.
just bad at taking hints.
No, it just keeps getting worse. We start hiking, and I'm pissed at this guy. Like, I'm so over it. He's talking about other girls on the hike, and I'm like, what? So then I'm like, okay, mindset, I'm already done. Like, as soon as this is done, it's over. And he, like, we stop at a spot to eat, and he goes, wouldn't it be nice if we, like, fucked up here?
Oh, Lord. Before marriage?
I literally was like, no. I straight up told him, I was like, I'm not doing this right here. Like, there's literally, you look down, there's kids, there's, like, families, like, hiking around us. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. He was like, well, then I think we should go because, like, the snake's going to get dehydrated. And I'm like, all right, dude, let's go.
You're like,
I'm
that's why we should go. That's
I'm
the reason
I'm
we
like,
should
the
do it.
sooner we get home, the better. So then he's about to drop me off. He goes, let's get food. And I'm like, fine, whatever, let's go. We stop. This bitch embarrasses us. He gets his food, gets a water cup. He goes, can I get a water cup? Goes to the fucking, like, fountain machine, starts getting, like, Powerade or something.
One of those.
And the worker has to go, that's a water cup. I'm just like, please, for the love of God, like, let me go home. Like, let me go home. I'm sitting there, I'm not even eating. And he goes, what's wrong? Like, you're just on your phone texting, da-da-da. And I'm talking shit about him to my sister. I'm like, dude, this is going so bad. So we get to my place, and he's like, so, like, are you busy right now, da-da-da? And I was like, I'm going to shower. You can go home.
With
like,
your snake?
I literally was like, I was like, don't you have a
With your
snake in the
dehydrated
back?
snake.
Yeah. So I'm ready to leave. I'm like, this is over. This is done. He goes, hey, so, like, I need gas. Like, I'm kind of broke right now, da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, you know what? I, like, give him a 10. I was like,
But that's on you.
Yeah.
You should have known that from the Powerade and the water cup. Like, that should have been
Yeah.
the sign right
yeah.
there.
I was like,
Away.
whatever, dude. I gave him a 10. He was like, all right, well, it's been cool. And I was like, okay, left, done. I was so fucking done. He would, like, swipe up my stories and, like, all that ghosted him. I was like, this is the worst fucking first date of my life.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can't say I've had one that bad.
I don't really go on
I
dates
don't
that
think
much,
I
so
could
don't have
either.
that much.
See, I think the worst thing I've had is just like oversharing up front. Like, so I had a girl, first date ever, not first date ever, but first with her, obviously.
Yeah.
We went to go get pho, and she's telling me how.
Hey, she was Asian, huh?
No, she was not. She was not. So she was like, oh, I never tried pho before. And I was like, she's either trying to bait me from pho or she really just wants to try pho. So, I was like, okay, cool, let's go get some pho.
Wait, but where though?
Right there, was it at Huanglan on Shaw by Fashion Fair? It's all right. I found better
You go
places
to
since.
75.
Yeah,
Number
that's the
two.
better one
Number
to go.
two.
That's the better. I
75, number two.
I didn't know that then. But anyway, all the Vietnamese soup aside, so she's telling me about her ex, and I feel like that's weird. Like when
Yeah,
girls,
yeah.
when like guys do that, girls do that. I feel like that's hecka weird. But she's telling me how her ex is in prison right now because he pulled up on her other ex, and there was shots fired
Oh.
on a first date, and I'm sitting there like, ma'am. What in this is enticing me to? Nah, but we went on another date after that. Though, why lie?
It sounds
No,
like,
we did.
what's that one Michael Cera movie where it's like you got to fight all the deadly boyfriends?
Oh, it's Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, you're Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, no, I was like, you know what? No, it's great. I'm like my dumbass though. I didn't stop there, but she's a sweet girl. Things didn't work out, but I thought that was like very interesting, very interesting. So yeah, I didn't go on a lot of dates after that because I wasn't trying to get shot.
Oh,
Hey, so when you
God.
guys go on a date,
Mm-hmm.
do you sit across or next to?
Across.
Depends what the vibe is.
Has to be
No,
across.
Across. Like,
Because
if
you
you're,
can't
like-
talk like this. You can't like.
What if you're at like a bar or something? Like
Yeah.
you're at like breweries and
I mean, that's different. But like, if we're going to a restaurant, like, do not sit next to me. Like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
that's
yeah.
like very cringe. I don't know. I'd never like.
Okay,
that.
what if it's like a table like this? What if it's there?
I mean,
That's kind of
That's
still
acceptable.
across.
Apart. It's like
Yeah,
Okay.
if it's like those like corner arches, you just still make your way across. Like you don't want to be
Yeah,
like
you
next
like
to
those
each other.
corner arches. I'll like.
Yeah,
I'll
you
probably
like-
sit next to
Yeah.
them.
That's
it's
what
like
I'm saying,
the
yeah.
corner's right there, but you're like sitting like that from each other.
Yeah.
No, I've.
So perpendicular is okay. okay. That's. I don't know. I always find that's a weird one because I don't know. Like
I feel like it depends on a restaurant. If you're going to like Cheesecake Factory or like BJ's, maybe across. But like if you go to like
that makes sense.
the pho restaurants, I mean.
I think
like
if there's a
like
full
corner-
meal,
like the
yeah.
corner ones, I think you
Let's
can
put
sit
it.
next
Let's
to
put
each
it
other.
this way: if there's a booth, you better sit on the other side of the booth.
Yeah.
We are not sharing the
That's
same.
why they ask
little
table.
space.
You say table.
I think the only time like you sit next to them is like if you're with people, like if you're with a group or like with another
Oh,
couple,
yeah.
then you sit across with them. But like I like talking while we're on dates, so it's like if I'm talking to you like this, it just feels weird. Like I gotta like look at you this way.
Okay, let's say we do go in groups. Like, do you rather have your significant other, your date, going across from you or next to each other? If it's like in a group, I'd probably have them next to me.
Yeah, that would
If
make
it's
more
group,
sense.
yeah. Next is like that'd be the most
That makes
common
sense.
thing.
Yeah.
I'll be that guy who just sits on the edge, though.
Like away from your date?
I'd be like the king.
Like the what?
I would sit right here and then like. I'll
Musashi
have a
like
date.
is like I'm head of the table and that's it.
And
That's the only way.
that's
it goes.
Musashi, everybody. That's
No, I wouldn't.
That's
I don't
Musashi.
know. I'm usually late to the table anyway, so I just sit wherever I sit.
He's not lying.
I just like that he's actually early to this table.
I know. Thank God.
Yep.
Hey man, this is my podcast.
The one thing I've ever seen Musashi come on time to is
Yep.
this. So I guess that being said, before we wrap up dates, what is your ideal first date? One that's not weird, one that's not getting a snake in a backpack.
Or
Yeah.
putting, powder in a water cup.
Like, what's one thing somebody will slide in your DM, say, hey, let's do this, and you're like, all right, you know what, let's do it. Let's do it. Like, what's one that, like, that's a never says no to?
Anything that's out to eat. Like if they're taking you out to eat, that's getting to know you because like obviously all you have to do there is eat. But it's
y'all
like
got free meals, like, people later this
that's when you get to know a person. Like either that. Damn, I can't think of another one. I think it's out to eat.
I have to be very interested in you to like even go on a date because, to be honest, like last podcast you said you have a rhythm, right? Your like, daily life. If I go on a date, I have to like throw it in there. But if I do go on a date right now at this moment, I'll probably pick a Tuesday and go to River Park.
That's a good
like
one.
that.
Farmer's
That's a good
market.
one.
That's a good one.
Wherever we walk around and like see what kind of food options and stuff.
Oh, so pretty much other stuff to do besides.
Yeah,
like,
instead of like just go, because I'm not gonna go to. I'm an awkward person. If you go to a restaurant, I don't know what to talk about. I'll be on my phone. It's not like I hate it. It's just like, what is it like, shy?
Yeah, the talking stage is
Yeah.
always weird because like, I feel
Yeah.
like you don't know enough of the person to like what to talk about. So yeah, you're kind of just
Be
sitting
more
there.
active. But I don't want to take her just me and her bowling or like
Mm-hmm.
pool table. You know, if that should be like a group thing. But like,
Yeah.
I have to be more like interesting, like things going on around me.
That's right. What about you? What about you, Naomi?
I don't know. I really like if someone were to tell me let's go to a brewery and like go grab some drinks. That's pretty much like my go-to all the time. It doesn't really matter like plan-wise. I would always just throw it out there like, oh, like let's go go catch some some beers or something. I don't know.
Not a bad one. Not a
That's
bad
like-
That splash at the end of the night.
one. See, I always try to like, what's it called? Like, don't give them the whole show at once.
Yeah.
Like, I know hella places I can go, but I'm not gonna take you to all four of those. You know what I'm saying? I always like, what's the word for it? Like something different.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna go to like a bar or something, like I know a couple spots. Like one of my favorite ones, Beyond the Wine, up in North Fresno. They always got cool bands on like Thursday nights, stuff like that. Or if you, Gold Scenes. Or have you guys ever been to Howlin' Wolf in Tower?
Yeah.
It's like that 1920.
Super nice.
That's a cool little date
Yeah.
vibe, I think, because a lot of people don't know it's there. And I don't know. I always like to show people cool different spots. I think that's always fun.
What do you guys consider like a red flag at a first date?
As a guy, if they don't offer to pay, like obviously I'm always gonna say no, like I'm paying, but like if they don't like take some type of like, oh, you know, that-
Initiative.
Give you
Yeah.
like the tussle where they're like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
wait,
like
wait.
fight with me a little bit just so I can say no, but like nah, you know, like I feel like if it's expected or like they're super like I know my name's in their phone is Cruz free food or something like that, or
Free food.
or like 559 free food, like I don't know, like you know what I'm saying, like just
Yeah.
show me you're down to meet me halfway, even though you know I'm never gonna do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
but, yeah, something like that.
I feel like my biggest red flag for like a guy would definitely be like if you don't open my door, then what are we doing this for? Like I don't know, it's like just one of like the very little things that like it's not, I don't know, maybe some people don't think of it as like a big deal, but for me it's kind of like if you're interested in me, then you'll take like those little small like detailed steps or something, you know, like oh just open my door or something, like open my car door. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do girls notice like when you get dropped off, like your date will like stay in his car until
Yep.
you get
Yeah.
inside?
Yeah.
I always do
Okay,
that.
they notice this?
Yeah, and
Definitely.
then that's a red flag if they leave.
Yeah.
If you're literally like walking to the door, I like being able to like turn around and be like, oh, they're still there. That's like really sweet. The minute I like get to my door and hear, I'm like,
You couldn't even wait till I got
I'm like,
inside.
okay.
Yeah, a lot of
Like,
girls I
that's
talk to live in the
rude.
hood. I'm into some cholas, so like I have to make sure like
Oh
for
my
their
God.
safety and mine, like yeah, we gotta make sure
oh
we do that.
god.
Yeah.
I can't really think of a red flag in my top of my head.
Musashi's like if they breathe, it's a red flag.
I think one is like if they're on their phone. Like that goes for either person. Like if you're on a first date and they're just like, oh yeah, just give me a second, and they're like either on Snap or texting or all that. It's like I know it's a first date and all, but like that's an impression. You're getting to know me. If you're like not entertained, then I'm just like, okay, well that's where it's going.
Yeah, no, as a guy, if you see that and you know like when you text, they take forever to text back. You're like, oh yeah, nope, it's not there. Like
Yeah.
it's not there. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's things to tell. What about you, Sabrina? What's your
Just
You
said it.
just said it.
Oh, so on their phones?
Yeah.
Okay, that was yours.
Wait,
Okay.
but I think another thing in like the talking stage is the whole like, oh well, I'm gonna make them wait for me to text back. Like,
I forgot
dude,
that.
that's the stupidest thing ever. Don't get me wrong. Like, I used to have like a deal with myself. I'd be like, okay, well, if they take more than 20 minutes, I double that. If they take more than an hour, I triple that.
You're all petty, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I just be
Because,
busy. Like,
like if I'm trying
You're
to
living
if I'm
life.
trying to like hold a conversation with you and you're like lagging and taking like 30 minutes, I'm like, then why are you even texting me and like trying to hold a conversation?
okay, so
Maybe
Sabrina's
that's-
needy.
Maybe that's when they, maybe that's when they come in and tell you like, hey, look, I gotta do this, so I might take a while to text back. You'd rather have that.
But
Well,
I'll tell you this though, I'm not gonna say I like when people do that, but I hate when people text me back too fast. Like, get a
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like, no, it's like, damn, don't you got other stuff to do?
I mean,
Like,
there's got to be the buffer period where it's
Yeah.
like you're not taking like 3 seconds. Like, I don't want to see the texting bubble right away, but it's also like I don't want to wait 30 minutes and you just ask me like, oh,
What are you doing?
yeah, what are you doing?
it's like same thing I was doing 15 minutes ago when you asked me. Like,
Dude, I text back hella fast because I'll see it on my phone and then like if I ignore it, you'll be ignored for the whole day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
could say it because.
oh yeah, or like when you do that half swipe.
back.
Yeah,
I
you
forget.
do a
I'm
little
not
half swipe.
ignoring, but like I forget.
I think that I replied and really I didn't, and I'm just like, oh, I look like a terrible person.
I hate to say I succumb to that, but like low key, like I used to be like, man, what the heck? But then I realized that like it's a lot to entertain a person going back and
Yeah.
forth, back and
Yeah.
forth. I almost like to like delay it so I can have more time texting somebody. If that makes sense, I
yeah,
don't
it
know.
does.
I feel like once you know that like you're asking them like, what are you doing? How was work every single day? That shit's dead. Like
Yeah.
that's done and over with.
Yeah, very true, very true.
You start bringing up topics like, what would you go? If you could go back in time, what would you do? Like,
Ew.
you kind of think, like, keep the conversation going or what? Like,
So if you could offend 2 people, who would those 2 people be? Like,
If you were a bird, who was the first person you'd shit on?
Oop.
dang.
like, you
That's
either
That's
have
a good one.
you either have ketchup coming out of your belly buttons or nacho cheese coming out of your nose. Which one would you rather it be?
Oh, that sounds gross. both
You a Audi or
ways.
any on your belly button?
Yeah.
Definitely an any. I think it's a Mexican thing.
No, dude, some people got some aggressive Audis. Like that thing looks like an eye.
That
just
means
like,
they freaking yanked you out that thing.
Oh,
I
my
don't think
God.
it's a doctor's, dude. That doctor has the power to
That's
give you
what I'm
any.
Yeah.
Or,
Wait,
My doctor's
it's
sitting
really
there
the
like
doctor?
this.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
what is it called? Like the
umbilical
Umbilical cord.
Not the
The
ox.
ox.
Not the ox cord, but yeah.
They say
Yeah.
die.
The umbilical cord. So
Yeah.
basically, if they like pull it a little too much, that makes it an Audi. It's not like a genetic thing.
Have you guys ever seen where they like get the baby with the suction cup and their head's like Patrick, it's like a cone? And they have
That's
that.
really bad.
They have,
They
yeah,
really
that,
shouldn't do that.
that happened to my nephew, but nah, it went back. You know, the cranium's like soft. But,
Oh, the thing that like builds their
When they get
head.
like a little cone head.
well, because they have to like
That's
suck
the
them
cutest
out.
little thing ever.
It's like a stress ball.
They're like helmets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at it.
See, well,
I mean,
I've never
it's cool
seen
as
like
soft.
a cute baby that's like newborn.
Oh no.
Like they're always looking like some aliens.
They look like some
right out there.
aliens, and they're just like
Yeah.
disfigured. I think when they hit the like 2-month, 3 months.
That's when they start
getting
looking like
cute, yeah.
babyish.
No, my
No, I
roommate,
feel like
my
that's when you
roommate's
really
baby
see,
didn't come
like,
out that
the
ugly.
pictures.
Like I saw it like in person, and it was not ugly.
Shout out to
Hey,
Johnny's baby.
Her.
Yeah, no, it was not.
You saw her in person.
No, yeah, when they came, like I even told them I was like, you, dude, babies when they come out are ugly, but this one is not. Like,
She was a cute baby. She's a cute
Yeah.
baby.
Do you guys want to have babies?
Like now?
No, God, no. I mean, like
Yeah,
in
they're
general.
right
Like,
now.
do you guys in your mindset have planned like I want so and so like this many kids?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm like at least 2, but like I don't think I'd ever want to start trying now. Probably until, like,
Yeah.
I'm like 28, 30.
You
As
know,
long
I'm-
as like I'm settled in and I'm like, okay, I'm financially ready to have a kid.
Hang
Like,
on, bring your little hood baby. Yep.
step
Gi-
kids.
give me a reason to be up in that wick. I'm about to pull up right now.
Stop. Go get the kicks.
it's either I have 0 or I have 2.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I'd be down for 1 or 2, but I feel like having 1 would be like, you need a
Honestly,
sibling.
like growing up as like a single child and then you know like having my sister come into
Mm-hmm.
the picture, like I can't imagine my life being like an only child.
Yeah,
like
so
I really can't.
I
Like,
grew up really like my next sibling up was like 8 years older than me, so like I kind of grew up as an only child. Like I had other siblings at home,
Yeah.
but like we didn't really like hang
Connect.
out because you know they
Yeah.
were at the mall. I was playing my DS. And it was just different. So I would imagine it'd be cool to like
Yeah.
have
grow
that.
up with this.
I definitely want to have at least 2. Like my mindset is 2, and then if I have a third, it's kind of like, oh shit, that's an accident. But like I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know what I
What if
mean?
you had twins?
That's-
Because you're a twin.
I hope I do. So like I have older twin sisters, and I'm a twin. Twins are like really prominent on both sides of my family. So like I'm manifesting that I have twins. But imagine I have 1 and then I have twins.
When you get twins, you want girl, boy, or girl, boy?
I don't know. I think I'd want girl, because like me and my twin are literally like this. Like like emotionally attached, like everything. And so are my older sisters. And like we have this thing where like some days I'll feel like it's a bad day. Like I'll feel like depressed or something, but I know I'm okay. And I'll message her and I'm like, hey dude, like how are you doing? Are you okay? And she's like, dude, I'm having a day. Like we just have that connection with each other that it's like we're so close that we know when something's going on with each other.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm basically my sister's mom. So
Aw.
there's that.
I feel like
But
that's
we're
what it
only
turns
like 5
into.
years apart.
Really?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a big gap though. Like
Yeah.
5 years. Like
It makes a
5
difference.
is definitely, like, it doesn't really seem like it is, but when you go through, like, the little age gaps or, like, age range, I guess, like, growing up, like,
Mine is
yeah,
12
I
years.
definitely had, like, an entirely, like, different life compared to my sister,
Yeah.
That's
for
real.
sure.
that's real.
I felt like a mom with my little brother because he's 16 years younger than me. Yeah.
Oh,
my
so
mom-
that was a failed
Shout out
birth
to you,
control
Mom,
right
for
there.
Kelly.
Yep.
She did not give up. She gave us a brother. But
Dang.
when I think he was born my senior year, but then I like came to Fresno State and I spent my summer back home. And my mom had work, so I was like watching him. Literally leaving back to school that year was the worst thing I could have ever gone through because I watched him every day grow and like see everything like him change and grow from like a baby to a toddler. So then leaving was like damn, like it felt like my kid. Like watching him grow and taking care of him, I was like damn, like that's my brother that I'm just like gonna have to watch grow from a screen.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. Like it having, because if you think about it, you have a sibling in every like decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's random.
At what age do you guys ideally want kids?
26, 27.
Yo, I'm 26 and I'm not ready for that.
I'm thinking, like, 28. Like, between 28 and 30, that's, like, my time period of trying.
I think if I like somehow accidentally had a kid now, I wouldn't be tripping. Just because I don't want to be like super old when I have kids.
Yeah.
But I think ideally, like, give me another like 2-3 years. That'd be ideal.
I want to be the hot PTA mom. Like, I want to walk
Yo.
in and see, like, all the geezers and be like, hey, girl, what are you doing today? I'm going to go get some Mars
So
right
that
now."
was one of the biggest things when I started teaching, especially elementary school, was I forget how young the parents are at that age.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people, like, younger than me coming into, like, parent-teacher meetings. And then there's also some parents that are, like, way older, you know, starting a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's crazy to see, like, the difference, you know, and, like, also, too, like, what kind of lives their kids live, which is really crazy. You know, like, when you have older parents, you're not exactly as hip to, like, technology and stuff.
Yeah.
So telling them to, like, oh, log into this, they're like, what? And then the other kid,
What are
like,
you talking about?
the other kid that's, like, on Facebook and, like, playing games with their parents.
Wait
like,
till
looking-
FAFSA comes in.
Oh,
that's
yep.
like, that's the real test.
Yeah. Oh, I saw a post. It was like the mental breakdown your parents have when you have them help you fill out FAFSA. Oh my God, I've never understood that.
I've always argued with my mom because she doesn't remember her password. So every time that would come up, she would ask me, and I'm like, girl, like, I
Why
don't
would
know.
I
You
know
logged
this?
in.
Mexican parents treat like financial documents like tighter than the FBI. Like my dad took it as a personal offense whenever I asked him to see tax paperwork. I'm like, dude, I'm like, we get it. Like I don't
Every
know.
year that I had to update FAFSA, I'd be like, hey, Mom, I need your W-2. And she'd be like, I gave you that last year. I'm like, yeah, girl.
need it again.
got-
Yeah,
you gotta
for
need it every year.
2017.
Yeah,
no,
and she would like look through our messages and send me if it was like 2019. She'd send me 2018s, and I'm like, no, girl, like I need the New Year's. Like that was last year, and she's like, well, I had already sent it to you. You can't just use that. No.
Yeah, I love
Well, I
that.
never had to go through that, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but you also are in debt for college. So. No.
Man, we pay like triple, quadruple amount of you guys.
Exactly.
What? Really?
Yeah, my tuition's like 12K.
He
plus.
plays international rates. For y'all don't know, Musashi's from Japan, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homeland Security.
Wait,
If
but
you're
does that
watching
still count
it,
though?
no.
Because like you've been here since what, like middle school, high school?
I've been here since I was 5. I've been here
Yeah.
for 21 years now.
So
Damn.
then how does that count
Yeah,
as
how does that
international?
even work?
If I was Mexican, that would have been a different story. But
Oh my God.
Japan and America have like a different treaty agreement, I guess.
Yeah, they ain't on that vibe like we are. We're like,
Yeah.
hey, look,
United.
It's alright. I got scholarship now.
there you go.
That you
There
spent
go.
on your Coachella ticket?
No, I'm gonna spend it on a car.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Gotta love scholarship money. Yeah, that's what it's for.
I miss scholarship money.
Must be nice.
Shoot. Well, I think since we're talking about like growing up, and what's one stage in your life that you wish you like didn't have or didn't have pictures of?
My nerd phase.
Um,
Like, I had a phase where I really liked buying fake glasses at Hot Topic.
I
With the
remember
Hello
when that was
Kitty
a thing.
boat. You know
oh, you
those?
be those Tumblr girls.
I was.
Yes, I remember that was a
was.
thing.
I had a phase where I had like a Cookie Monster shirt and he had nerd glasses. I had a Hello Kitty shirt. They had nerd glasses. Yeah, it was. Oh,
I blame iCarly for that one. Like, that's
yeah.
what I blame for that.
No, but like iCarly wore it hip. I knew I was wearing some funky ass shit. Like my mom would tell me, Miha, do you really want to go to school like that? And I was like, Mom, this is cool, right? I would go to, this was like middle school, and my girlfriends were like nice enough to tell me like, hey girl, like, do you want to change? Like I have extra clothes in my bag. And I'd be like, girl, quit hating. Like, this is an
This
outfit.
is swag.
This is a look.
This is. I literally thought I was so cute. No, I look back at those pictures. I'm like, dude, that's so embarrassing.
Gotta love those. I feel like middle school was like, that's where we. Thank God. I tell you this. Thank God, our middle school, me and Naomi went to the same middle school, had dress code. But even within dress code, people still did like. So I'm like, where'd you guys find skinny khakis at? Like all the
If you really tried, you
all the
would.
kids that like ditched school to go to Warped Tour, they,
Oh my god.
everybody had their bangs, and like I wasn't cool enough for that. So.
Dude, I had
The
like
skater
a,
face.
I had
Yeah.
like a little like blonde streak when I was in middle school, and I'm still here with a blonde streak in my hair as like an adult.
I
It's
She
love
set the
that.
the
trends.
scene
She
phase
set the
never
trends.
goes away. It was never a phase.
See, middle school, I wore a yellow polo because I just thought that was my thing. I was called Banana, and it was just lit. Like I just thought that was.
Cruz was like a minion.
But
Speaking of, guys, I brought the mug.
grew.
I brought the mug.
Mini boss.
Mini boss.
Exactly.
Mini
That's how it was.
Sorry, Cruz and I will get a mug soon.
Yeah, well, we're working with my glasses.
My middle school, I wore like a regular like pro club, like black, and then I put another color over.
That's what happens when you
like,
bring some Japanese
like,
kids into the hood.
I had my long hair.
Oh, dang. You know what I wish somebody stopped me from wearing? Plaid shorts.
Oh,
Plaid
I know which ones you're
shorts.
talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking about? Or like even
Yes.
plaid in general. I remember like for some reason that was like
They were
at
in-
Kohl's.
Yeah.
We went to town. Old Navy, Kohl's, Costco.
They were in at the
Yeah.
time though, so like you weren't out of style.
You
It's
were
just
in
funky
trend.
now.
I think that's what it
Yeah.
was though. I wore like plaid shorts
picnic
and then
ones,
I threw
right?
on
A plaid shirt.
a plaid
Oh,
shirt and
no.
nobody stopped
Never
me.
mind.
Nobody stopped
No,
me.
wasn't there like a time like back then where like people would literally wear the same exact color from like the shoe to the jeans
Yes.
to the
Yeah.
top?
I
like,
remember I had
you
purple,
look like a crayon.
purple shorts. I had like a different shade purple shirt, and I had my purple Vans, and I thought I was pimping in that. I remember pulling up to the movies. We went to Regal.
Wait, what was your like? You remember how we used to have like free dress days?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what it
where-
was. I would pull up like that. Oh, I thought I was in style. I thought I was in style. Or you know what I remember everybody did for school dances? Black shirt, black pants, and you wore like a vibrant tie. Like we were pimping with
I
that.
never
Like-
saw
like the-
I
that.
actually
the
didn't.
shirt.
know
I
that.
never saw
Oh, that
that.
we-
Like the graphic shirt?
Yeah, oh yeah, you got some graphic tees used to be my thing, man.
No, do you guys remember the shirts where you like could light them up? Like it was like it
Oh,
would
yeah.
move to the beat and stuff.
Yes.
Those were cool. Yeah, like it would have like.
I
The
think
kids that wore those are
one.
now
Yeah.
are now ravers. You know.
You gotta
Yeah,
realize
here we
we
are.
have an age gap right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Musashi's
right.
like
yeah.
30.
I forget. How old are you guys?
We're 1 year apart.
Okay, but that doesn't say
2.
the age.
No, you're
I'm
2 years apart.
24.
Oh, yeah.
You're
How old are you?
26.
I am 26.
I turned 24
Damn.
on the 26th.
I am 22.
Ah,
Wow, it's like a
Damn.
2-year age
Wait,
gap
22, 26?
Yeah, I'm 26.
dang.
Stop reminding me.
between- He's like the quarter life crisis already came and went.
He's like, there's more than truly in this cup.
No,
I'm
he's
actually
literally
done with
just
that.
drinking water again.
I know, I finished.
Are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think there's still more.
Yeah.
Hours.
Well, my 5% was the Truly Margarita. The 5%. Oh, 5.3%.
What did we get? The
Ours is-
Smirnoff Smash
8%.
No, we're living. We're
8% talk.
Sorry, you guys split it 4%.
Not bad.
It's not.
All right, let's find another question because you guys kind of breezing through these. I think now I know.
What would your guys' stripper names be?
I heard it's like your dog and then the street you grew up on, like your first dog in the street. So my first dog's name was Caesar, and I live on Belmont. So Caesar Belmont.
Sparky Josephine. I think mine would be easy. Just Star.
Is that your actual
I think
middle
I
name?
know
Or
at
is it
least.
Yeah.
like,
No,
oh,
that's
that
my,
really is?
Yeah, that's my
Dang.
legal middle name. I'm Sabrina Star.
I mean, I don't know any strippers, but I think there's at least like a handful of strippers named Star.
If we had to do like the pet name with like the street you grew up on, mine would literally be like Rocky Huntington.
That's
That's
lit
actually
name.
pretty cool.
Rock-
That sounds
Coming to the
badass.
stage, we have
If I were to
Rocky
name
Huntington.
Cruz, if I were to give Cruz a stripper name, it would be like Cookie Cruz.
No, see, me and Musashi were gonna do like a joint act. I was gonna be he was gonna be Cookie Monster, and I was gonna be Snuffleupagus, like a Sesame Street theme.
So y'all were already planning on stripping? Is that
Hey,
the
hey,
next?
look,
If
They
this
said
doesn't
if
make
college
it,
didn't work
Hey,
out,
Cruz
that was
actually
gonna
did
be
it.
this this podcast gear doesn't pay for itself. All right, I'll tell you that right now.
there you go.
Well, no, this is actually the hidden stories. So one time, friend shall not be named, but he was into bodybuilding. Wasn't the buffest dude, but we were approached by some other college friends that were getting married, and they said, "Hey, we want to have like somebody come in and dance for this bachelor party we're throwing.
What?
He didn't get naked or nothing. No, he didn't do all that. But they're like, he was like, hey man, they asked me to do this. They're paying. You want to come and DJ? So I go, literally bring like a boom box, and we're getting hype. Like it was lit. We're in like the girls' dad's living room, turning it up, and then I got a wedding DJ gig off that too. So that was really fun.
Nice.
That was a good time. You actually know the person, but I ain't gonna say
Is
it
it
though.
who I? Okay.
Like
Yeah.
one of the older ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good though. It was a good time.
Wait, I got a question. Okay, so how do you guys feel about that? Like when you're the day before you get married, bachelor party, bachelorette, the stripper, if they have a stripper.
Honestly, I don't think I would mind because
Is it my
if
bachelor's or?
because like if my man had like a bachelor party,
Musashi said, "I get a bachelor."
I would probably be acting a fucking fool at my bachelorette. That's for sure.
See, that's the fear I have. See, it's like, cool. It's like, yeah, you could do that. Wait, but what are you doing?
But also too, I'm like, if you're gonna marry me, obviously you already know what you're setting yourself up for. Like you know who
True.
I am.
True.
You know, I'm like, take it
So,
or leave
so
it.
to Naomi's future man, may God be with you.
See, that would be my last straw. Like if they had like my mindset is if you have a stripper at your bachelor party and call it like the last night of freedom or whatever, I'm like, you need a last night of freedom. Like we've been together how long? You need a last night of freedom. Done. Like that'd be endgame.
See, if my homie was doing
like,
that, I'd make it funny. Like I'd pull up like some midgets or maybe like some 500-pound chick and like I don't know, like I'd make it cool.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. So nobody gets mad. You know, we're not ending any relationships here, but you just like to honor tradition. I think. You know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't even like having strippers. So.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird. All
It
the
is.
all the
if
times.
I got a girl stripper,
So-
Dude, like I
I'm
heard,
sorry.
I've never
I'm-
been to a
I'm gonna
male
live.
strip club, but like that shit sounds pretty lit though if you think about it. Like
I feel like in Fresno it wouldn't.
not in
No.
like,
I'm not-
obviously
don't-
not
don't
here, but
bring
like,
no-
You're seeing the girl from like your math class walk in.
Yeah,
You're like,
I
oh.
actually. So when I started DJing and doing like house parties and stuff, a lot of friends that like I knew growing up that got into entertainment were like, "Hey, I see you do parties. If you ever need somebody, let me know. We got good rates." And I was like, "Heck yeah, of course." Never gonna hit them up. Never gonna hit them up because like it's always like the ghettoest people I know. Not saying they're not lit though. They're probably lit. They're probably great at what they do. But yeah, I'm not trying to. That's
if you guys want a male stripper, right there. I have a couple clips if you guys want to see them.
Hit me up, y'all. Look, all you need's about 2 Coors Lights and.
What was it?
This guy would put a whole can in his mouth.
Hold on, wait a second. I thought you guys were talking about the fact that whenever Genuine plays, I immediately take my shirt off. But
Stop.
That's you regardless.
yeah, that's anywhere. You can get that
Yeah.
for free. But just cash at me afterwards. So.
I'll never forget the one day I saw Cruz in a Speedo.
Oh, it was a good time.
That was, yeah. That's burned in my
I don't just
memory.
own a Speedo. Like I used to swim back in the day.
He was a whale,
Yeah, killer whale.
a flying dolphin whale.
The cameras are rolling here. I need at least. You guys need to talk
Said
about people.
anytime.
I think we'll get flagged. On
You
YouTube
trying to get
for
me
this.
flagged?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It was less than 10 seconds.
We're good.
Oh, you're talking about for the music, and I didn't for my clothes coming off. Anyway, y'all, but so yeah, to answer your question, I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I'd want to do that because I don't know. I always feel comfortable around strippers. Like, I don't know.
I don't want some randoms in my bachelor party, you know.
Yeah.
If I do a bachelor's, it'd probably be in San Diego or
Ooh.
Vegas, you know.
Vegas.
Yeah.
I always imagined my bachelor party just being like me and my homies, all catching up, doing some stuff. Because I feel like by that age, like you don't see those people as much.
True.
Let me guess, it's a fishing trip.
Heck,
Get 'em a cabin for the
you think I
weekend?
like
Hey, go hiking with your boys, catch a snake, put it in the
Heck
back
no.
seat.
Okay.
Stop.
Ideal bachelor party. We're going to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're all getting a penthouse. And are they gonna cash at me for it? Probably not.
Grab the M&Ms again.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do that. What else? We gotta at least do like a bottle or something at a club. Like do it big. And the rest of the night, I don't know. Get matching tattoos. Do something stupid. I don't know.
Have
It's
you
Vegas.
seen I've seen on TikTok, a lot of people are doing like joint bachelor parties. Like it'll be like guys day, girls day, like day club thing. It's like a Vegas thing now. It'll be like people at a pool party, girls at a different one, and they meet up at the end of the night and have this big ass like bottle service at the club, like
Oh, that's
all
fun.
that.
That sounds
That
fun.
that actually looks pretty cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Because then you're maximizing like travel and stuff. Like I think that'd be cool. Yeah. If
Yeah.
I'm buying a table. We're
Yeah.
putting like 30 people in that thing.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, that's when you wait to like text the promoter and have one
Yep.
of the girls in your group
Yep.
get that table.
And then we all pull up.
And
Hey.
you kind of like filter
And
through
then like
trickle
you got to like role play with to act like you're just meeting all them there. You know.
Yeah.
Like, and then that adds to it too. But no, I think that'd be fun. All right, that's cool. Musashi, what would you say on that one?
Me, I'll probably go with my boys to Vegas because my boy has a hookup for like Vegas people, promoters.
That's so. Let's talk about that. Going to Vegas, I feel like every time you go, you get better at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I remember the first time I went, like as a not kid, no idea what the heck you're doing. You overspend on things you could have got for free.
You overdo it.
Yeah,
You
you overdo
really
it.
do.
You go there, you think, oh heck yeah, Vegas,
Yeah.
and you drive there, which is the stupidest thing you could ever do.
The flight was the smartest thing to do the last trip.
Flight's the best thing ever.
Oh
if you
my
ever,
God.
If you've never flown to Vegas,
It's
do
an
it.
experience.
Do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for us, it's a, like 30, 45-minute trip.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing ever. Like, it was only like $100, $200 for the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, I mean, gas, you're kind of doing the same, but taking 30 minutes versus 8 hours, like, easy.
Because my thing is like when you drive there, that last night, you're like, oh crap, I gotta drive back.
Yeah.
And then so you don't really get to
And
enjoy that last
the
night.
drive back itself is just.
Oh yeah, you're just everybody's hating life. Somebody's
No one's talking. That
somebody's throwing
drive
up out
is
the
so
window.
quiet. You're probably stuck in that one, like that 2-lane
Mm-hmm.
traffic that doesn't move for like an hour. Like I literally leave to Vegas on Monday. Thank God I bought a flight.
I
Yeah.
very much
What,
feel
what
that.
about party favors at Vegas?
Nope.
No.
Never. Nope. Never. Not even here. I don't do that. But I feel like Vegas is some weirdos.
Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do that in Vegas. I don't think.
Yeah, dude, all my Vegas is pretty crucial.
I don't know, man. But Vegas, there's so much stuff to do that like
There's a lot.
I don't
There's
know.
that Area 51 now, right?
Area 51.
I feel like that's overhyped, though. I mean, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but, like,
I feel like that's where you,
know,
go take some pictures.
You have to like pay for each maze.
Yeah.
To go through it, and I think it's like $50, I believe.
and you're just seeing visuals. Like, it's cool, but, like, if you're in Vegas, you don't want to just stand there and just, like, look at visuals.
I'm like,
So
let me
funnest
smack,
thing-
like an eighth and go.
I'm trying to think. Best thing I did in Vegas was go to a bar with like all you can drink. Like you have to do that at least once. Like ball out, get a good one. And then me personally, I like cigars, so I went to a cigar lounge in Caesar's Palace.
Ooh.
Really fun. That was a really good time. That's where I felt bougie, but it was
Best thing
nice.
in Vegas. I feel like the best things I mean, clubs are cool. I've gone to festivals there. I think the best thing I did was when I was younger, like the zip line. Like,
Oh, zip lining's hecka
zip
fun,
lining
yeah.
on Fremont.
Fremont, yeah.
The Slotzilla. That thing was so cool. And, like, it's kind of funny. Like, on your way there, you get scared because some people get stuck. Like, you just see them halfway just zoom. And you're just like, damn, is that going to happen to me?
So y'all see the movie Norbit, like where there's like a weight limit and then she goes flying?
Yes.
So me, my mom, and my sister did it. Obviously, I'm a bigger guy. So I was like, oh, damn, I'm going to go fucking flying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go flying. I already know. So they say, all right, go. All I see is them behind me and
Oh
me
my
flooring out that way.
God.
So yeah, they just understand physics. I think that's the big
Yeah.
thing.
You guys know in Vegas they're building this new what is it? New
The moon?
No, it's like
Oh, it's like a
sphere.
dome. Yeah,
The
it's like-
sphere.
yeah.
And
Oh,
then they
yeah.
gave a preview inside. That thing looks cool.
Yeah.
Well, the
Once they start
outside,
hosting a rave in there,
Oh.
you'll catch me there at least one time.
what was
Yeah.
going to be
One time
crazy is the
once.
outside's going to have like LED panels that change on it. So that's going to be pretty crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, they already like made some mock-ups. It's going to be dope.
Did
Is
they
that
look-
the one that's supposed to be, like, themed the moon? Or is
Yeah,
that,
yeah. That's going to be a good one.
The outside looks
Wow.
like the Lace 4D.
I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can for sure update
The
you
Lays
guys on the bill.
4D.
Oh,
Y'all.
that was fun.
Yeah.
If there was one thing that wasn't Coachella that I am gonna have great memories of is the Lay's 4D
4D
experience.
Oh, those were so good.
I was there and I was like, look, y'all, they're doing this. We gotta wait in this line.
We
Yeah.
literally waited like I think like a good hour and a half.
Everybody
Yeah,
was hating me.
so-
They're like, Cruz, are you sure? I was like, nah,
Dude,
we're
I got
waiting in
hella
this line.
dark. I came back and people
We
thought
did?
people thought I was Mexican. Like he came back Mexican. I was like, yeah.
Why do you say it like it's a bad thing?
No,
Come on now, we know it's Filipino. No?
I'm
They
like-
can at least tell me I'm a Hawaiian or
Musashi's,
something.
like more brown than I am.
Mhm.
This is my normal color.
Yeah, he tans pretty well.
Dude, I was posting those on my Snap, right? Like, every time we'd get a meal, I was like plate 1, plate 2. And a ton of people were swiping up being like, that just looks like some Lay's chips. Like, that just... So me and Naomi, like, posted a thing on my Snap, and I was like, look, guys, like, it's
If you
literally...
didn't experience it, you didn't experience
Yeah, I
it.
was
You'll
like, it's
never
literally
know.
3
They
Lay's
had like
chips.
scents
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
blown in.
I'm like, y'all can't get this anywhere.
Dude, the fact that we got like a little wet towelette before
Oh,
the
yeah.
actual like thing itself, like
and I think normally that would have been cool, but the fact that we hadn't like cleaned ourselves well because we've just been camping in the desert for like the whole day before that. That
Oh,
was
God.
worth it.
like a little extra seasoning.
Yeah. Or like those limes that smelled like limes, but they weren't limes. You know what I'm talking about?
And
Like
then
those-
not
Dude, I thought-
Musashi trying to take the gold clip.
Hey, bro, the truffles weren't chocolate. I always thought truffles were chocolate.
Truffle's not
No,
chocolate.
it's not. But that one was really
Oh
good.
yeah,
It
they
was
had like
good.
caviar in it too. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I remember Musashi, what's it called? It had like 3 bottles of water in there. It's like,
When he asked for extra, and she was like, sure.
she's like, is this thirsty dude? Don't get out of my.
You're like,
freaking-"
if you don't go to the electrolyte tent right next to us and go get something.
Yeah, the sponsors at Coachella were funny.
I had a rough moment the day before that.
Did you?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Am I
Day,
trying?
day
I'm
zero,
like,
day 1. I was
Oh,
struggling.
Day
yeah.
0 was an experience.
Day
It
zero,
was.
day zero. I was.
I remember Musashi just wandering around. We're trying to find a bathroom, and like we're trying to figure out where everybody's spots were. Then we went to like the day zero party.
Naomi smacking people up with her whip.
Oh yeah, my flow.
Dude,
That
tried.
was pretty fun though.
That looks so cool. I don't know what you do. Like she handed it to me. She was like, "Do it." And I was like, "Where?" So I just started going like that. I'm like, "Girl, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing with that thing."
I know how to do one.
Do you?
I actually do.
Really?
Really?
Like, I didn't practice or anything. I just what is it, improvise it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go with the
You
flow.
low-key, like when you flow, you kind of have to like fake it till you make
My
it
favorite
kind of,
one's,
and you
I'm
get
sliding
like your
down
own
to
rhythm.
infinity.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
like on your knees?
Yeah, that one's dope.
I don't think I could do all that. Oh,
I'll
no.
do Never mind.
Besides that, you don't need a big whip.
No, tell me why. Like, I get major anxiety whenever someone comes up to me when I have like my flow, and they're like, give me a light show, give me a light show." I'm like, bro, like, I'm not good. Like,
That's a damn lie. Naomi goes into Showtime mode. She
Yeah.
says, cue the music.
Girl, you had a spotlight that
music.
day. You had a spotlight that
Go.
day.
That was good.
One time at a rave, some chick had a whip, but like it kept hitting my shin. I was like,
Oh, yeah, it
raising
hurts.
Boom, I was like, ow. Dude, I woke up with like some bruises.
Luckily, my skin was so brittle when Naomi's would hit me, it would just knock dust off. Like,
I remember rainbow raves. There was this one guy who would always go in a leather mask. Like
Oh.
and it wasn't like
you knew
latex
that you
mask.
know
This
that
was
thing
a-
stank.
This
You
was
know
a
that thing
leather
stank.
mask that was shaped like a fox, but he would always like open the mask, smoke a cigarette, whatever. He was a regular at Rainbow, and he had a thing where he would stand there like Muzz and then do a backflip.
Oh,
That was his
God.
thing.
backflip?
Yeah.
How does he even have room? Wait, was
Girl.
it like the inside? Was it like inside the crowd or like?
No, no, no.
Yeah.
It was like, you know where the steps are where you're getting water at?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
further towards the stage, but there.
Okay.
And one time I was chilling on the couch, and I was like, it's the fucking leather guy. So I walked up to him, and I was like, do a flip. I literally told him that. And he was like, starts muzzing, does a flip. And I go, oh shit, I didn't get it on Snap. And he literally like, I can't
It's
see his
like,
face, but
let
he
me go
goes,
one more time.
does it again. And
Oh,
then
they-
crowd starts getting there. They're like, do it again, do it again. I was like, my bad, walk away. I was
See, the
like,
one I'm
hey.
always scared of is people with palms. Cause I'm like, what, like, you know what I'm talking about? The palms on the thing. It's like they use it for like Polynesian dancing.
Oh, the poi balls.
Yeah, poi balls. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what they called. My bad. Sorry, y'all, for getting that culturally wrong. But I'm always scared I'm gonna get like knocked the heck out with one of those because people just be using those. I'm like,
Dude,
Yeah.
honestly, like practicing those, I've knocked my head quite too many times.
Oh,
I
the
remember
little.
like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
'cause I used to do like Polynesian dancing when I was a kid, and so I think like one year we were doing that for recital, and I like kept on hitting myself where I was like, you know what, I'm not doing recital this year, and I really didn't do recital because I didn't want to do the poi
Your
ball
legs
dance.
are all freaking bruised up and stuff.
No, my head, I'm like probably have like chipotes. And
See, I think okay. So maybe let's talk about that. Like, what are some rave etiquette things? Then I guess.
Give the for like on subject, give the flow artists their space. Like I've seen on TikTok a ton of people like posting flow artists and they're like, these fuckers think they're taking up room. I'm like, dude, if they're at the back of the stage
Yeah.
flowing, like give them their space. Go to the front, go around them. Like if you're flowing, like you're intentionally in the back.
I was just having that conversation with people like at big concerts and festivals and even smaller raves. The difference between being at the front and then being at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's two different experiences, and I
It
thought
is.
that was
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool.
I feel like when you're like a new raver, like, you know, you're like probably in it for like just not too long. You're always in the front. You always want to be in the
Yeah.
front. But when you're like an older raver, it's like, yeah, let me like step back and actually enjoy the air and not smell like
Well,
sweaty
it's a
people.
whole like vibe though, because like there's more lights behind you, like when you're in the front, and
Yeah.
like seeing
You
those.
get to see the lasers.
Yeah, they're part of the show too, and you're like, oh, wow, people actually
You
put
get
that
to see
into
like the
this.
whole like lighting production for
I
sure.
still prefer being like kind of front and middle because there's a lot of room right there. Because
Yeah.
everybody in the back, they're just bunched up because they don't want to go to the front because they think like it's packed, but it's
Yeah.
really
I
not.
feel like there's a pocket, like there's
Yeah,
a back
there's
crowd and
definitely
there's a
a
front
the
vibe.
best way to go through, like, if you want to go to the front or the middle, don't go through the back side. Go through the left or the right
Yeah.
side.
Mhm.
But say excuse me.
Yeah.
This is a
Say
PSA
Yeah.
to everybody. Say excuse me. Because if you don't, I will shove you and I will call you out on it.
And I will not fight if that happens.
Dude,
Yeah, I won't. I paid too much money to be there. Y'all can have your drama.
I don't even mind like if someone like accidentally bumps me. Like if someone steps on me, bumps me,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in a regular like place, I'm pissed. But if you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm like, oh, like it's totally cool.
I feel like that's different. Like when you actually say sorry or you're like dancing through the crowd to get through, like that's different. But when you're like someone who literally has no regard to whoever's like right in front of you and you literally like shoulder like check them or anything like that and not say something, like that really like that gets me for sure.
That'll mess up somebody's role too, so don't ruin their
Mhm.
Dude, I went off on someone. Well, at Coachella a bunch of times, but EDC, that was like my. Remember when I told you that? EDC, day 3.
Honestly, I thought.
Well, it was
EDC.
somebody.
It
It
was
was
a
somebody.
blur.
It was
He's a
someone we
blur.
knew. It was somebody that we knew.
Oh
yeah.
yes. Even I would.
I
yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
literally bit my tongue like day 1, day 2. I'm like, look, girl, you're gonna step on me, you're gonna bump me. Like, it's one thing to be like, my bad. You don't like me? That's fine. But be like, my bad. Whatever.
Yeah.
No, this girl was like trying to talk to someone across me. Hey, hey, and I'm like, all right, whatever. And she's like bumping her way through me. I was fed up. Like by the time it got to day 3, this girl like bumped me. I literally shoved her and I was like, girl, get out. Like, no. She turned around as like surprised, like mad surprised. And I was like, girl, you are not going to be bumping me. If you're going to do that, say, excuse me. Like, I went off on this chick.
I think like
Ruined my day.
the common courtesy is always like, do you want to move over here to talk to them? And then if not, it's like, okay.
Yeah, because it's like if you ask me like, oh, hey, like, can I move like right where you're at and like scoot you over this way because my friend's right there? Like,
it's
oh,
like,
I literally have
Yeah.
like no problem at all. I'll be like, oh, yeah, of course. Like, I don't, you know. But
it's like you can't have the best of both worlds. Like, pick who you want to really be by.
At that, like, I don't mind either. You want to, like, crowd surf, feel free to do it. But, like, you're going to respect me. Like, you're going to say, excuse me. You're going to say, like, can I step right there? Even ask someone that's around me, you know? But you're not going to fucking shove your way through me. That's the last thing.
So, see, I think on the other end of that, like, the not crowd drama is also the fun part. I don't know. I feel like I met really fun people in crowds.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
what was it? The day we did like karaoke?
Oh, yeah.
For
So, we're
waiting.
doing, like, karaoke right before Swedish House Mafia. But even that day, too, like,
Oh, that was cool.
yeah, like, that was fun because, like,
Yeah.
what was it? Kanye was supposed to headline Coachella. So, they started singing Kanye songs. And then we just started singing a bunch
Party
of
in the
other songs.
USA was my
Yeah, it
favorite.
was good. California Girls was good. And,
Oh, that
Once
was
we started
fun.
singing Kid Cudi, that's when I knew. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a great time.
yeah, it was nice. It was a nice time.
And it was cool because originally when they got there, those were the ones that were trying to crowd Daniela and
Yeah.
Naomi. So
Yeah.
I thought we were going to beef with them. We were like, no, you're not crowding. Then out of nowhere, you start singing a cappella.
Yeah,
We're like,
somebody
"Alright,
in
it's
that
cool."
crowd I was beefing with. Really? Well, yeah, dude. Like this one girl was like hella like trying to shove herself on me, and I was like, dude, like there's no space over here.
Yeah.
Like I know you're trying to get through here. Like we all are.
Yeah.
And like she wasn't rude about it, but she was kind of being passive aggressive.
Yeah.
But then we all started having a good time, and like that's just where you vibe, and like where people kind of
Yeah.
like let their
Yeah.
guard down, and you can actually be chill with everybody.
Dude, there was a chick at the weekend that was like, let's say Musashi's like in front of me, like in front of him. Oh, the girl that you were trying to get at.
I wasn't trying to get no one.
Well, the one that he
He never wants to get caught
I'm
up
not
with
trying
he
to
had,
get no one,
he had his
right?
eye on this
Anyone,
girl. He had,
matter of
he had his
fact.
eye on this girl. And I'm like chilling dancing. My boyfriend's right behind me, obviously. I'm dancing and this girl's like making her way in front of me. And I'm like, I'm on a vibe. I'm like, oh, you know, work it, girl, do your thing. She was like trying to like scoot her ass on me. And I was like, and then I'd scoot more back towards my boyfriend. I'm like, do you need room? Do you, whatever. I realized she's trying to dance on me. And I was like, oh no, girl. Like, you know, for one, there's no room. Two, like, I'm trying to watch the set. I'm not trying to like have someone shake their ass on me at the weekend.
Like, this is a
She
great
kept
set.
like, so then her friend like moves next to her and she's like looking at me, and I'm like, kiss my boyfriend. I was like, is that gonna like let you know? Then she kept moving her way towards me. So I literally like in the nicest way possible, I was like, oh girl, like do you need room? Like do you need me to scoot over? And she was like, oh no, it's okay. And then just like moves her way. And I was like,
Weird.
I clocked out after Swedish House Mafia, so I was ready.
Swedish House Mafia is a place to be.
Yeah.
But you know what I noticed though at Coachella or like I guess any other big like festivals is you always have like those overly protective rave parents.
yeah.
Like I had some like lady, I guess like her friends were tripping on acid or something, and she was like, "Watch out!" And I was like, "Ma'am, this is a terrible place to like because I think it was at like the rave cave, so like it was small, and I was like, oh dang, yeah."
No, remember those old ladies from City Girls?
Oh my god! So okay, so at the if you guys don't know, Coachella usually has like their
Yeah.
rave cave where like a lot of the DJs play, and that's where their main
The
sets
Sahara-
are. Yeah,
Sahara
the
stage.
Sahara stage. That's that's the real name for it, I guess. But City Girls was like City Girls
Yeah.
came on, and you immediately saw the demographic shift. People were fearing for their life. It was a great set. I loved it.
It was fun.
I had
It was
fun.
It was
cool.
good.
I had
I was acting
Was
up.
I a little intimidated? Yes.
Oh yeah, I got ghetto real quick. It went from like deep house
Yeah.
to City Girls. I was like,
And
oh
we were on the
shoot.
outside. Do you remember? We were like,
Yeah.
we're gonna be far from the stage. Next thing you
Yeah.
know, we're in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, well, because so many people were leaving,
Yeah.
and there was a certain demographic, I won't say who, but they were like, "Oh, this is the kind of music we're playing," and that was hilarious.
Like watching people leave
Mm-hmm.
as like they were fearing for their life. Like, no, let's go.
Like it
let's
wasn't
go.
even
Like,
like
we
a
have to go.
oh, let's go check out something else. It was like, no, we need to get out of here ASAP.
Yeah.
He said, somebody was on the phone, Mom.
Dude, that
They're
was
throwing ass.
That was so cool though. Literally, they started doing a twerk off. They had strippers. Me and
Yeah.
Emmy were like, we want to see.
Literally,
Their
my
DJ was
entire
crazy. Their
time-
DJ was hyping it up.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see some ass right now.
That thing was thangin'.
All I heard was real ass. Give up. I was like, oh shoot, it was good.
I do want to say I did not realize how many people really screamed out the N-word around
Yeah.
us. Like that made me really uncomfy. I was
The
like,
ratio of the sound that we heard to the amount of people that I
Yep.
would say maybe qualified to say it wasn't exactly where it needed to be.
Yeah. I'm like, you're being a
With some
little too
Asian
bold right now,
accents?
girl.
It was Bay Area Asian though, so it was valid. But the other one that was fun was Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion had me wanting to put my Cash App in my bio. I felt like I was gonna get flown out right away. Yep.
I thought I was Megan, like
it was
rapping
good,
her
yep.
entire set.
Yeah, it was good.
I saw her set from like that little colorful like tunnel. We would pass by.
Wait, did you even see it? Because I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
you said that you fell asleep. You fell asleep
No,
for one
I
set.
fell asleep at Billie Eilish.
Oh.
That was rough. But I had already seen her. But like, don't get me wrong, I was hella sad. But Megan Thee Stallion, that's when we took the time to explore and like see everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to like we found the Odessa tent. Like we found a bunch of different things, and then we went on the spiral because there was no line. But on the spiral, I just see ass shaking. And I was like, Megan's on. So we get down and we're like watching from the back, and I'm like vibing with the set. But then we wanted to wander again. So it was like I was in and out of that set.
Megan Thee Stallion, all I hear is real hot girl shit.
The fact that her ass is so large, I was able to see it like from the back.
I need her knees.
The
That's
back
strength.
Of, like,
You know, I'm not gonna say it like
crowd.
that, but I'm definitely gonna say, Megan's a talented woman,
No, yeah. Hot girl
very-
scholar. I love it.
very blessed in multiple ways. But it was a great set. It was a great set. Yeah, it was nice.
It was really good.
I'm gonna wrap this podcast up with one last question just for Cruz.
What's up?
You went to Coachella as your first festival, right?
Uh-huh.
So your next one, if I could think clearly, is Countdown. Are you excited for that? Like, what do you expect from it? Like,
I'm excited because I did love the EDM sets at Coachella, and I noticed that they're a totally different vibe. Like, it's very different than like me. I play music, I DJ, I do all kinds of different stuff. So I did like Coachella for its actual musical acts. Like for like when Billie Eilish brought out like Haley, like I
Williams.
thought that was freaking dope.
Oh,
Like,
dude, I cried.
yeah, I thought that was dope, and like the fact that they did like an acoustic rendition of
Misery Business.
Misery
They
Business,
never
yeah.
perform Misery Business.
So that was dope, and I'm happy I got to do that at Coachella. But I did love sets like Slander, you know what I'm saying, and then even Swedish House Mafia was freaking crazy.
Don
And
Dalla.
yeah.
Remember when I took you to Snow Allegra?
Oh, Snow Allegra was
Pink
cool.
Sweat.
Yeah, see, all those were
Pink
cool.
Sweat was cool. I actually
Yeah.
heard that one.
Oh, I'm a big Pink Sweats fan after that.
I didn't know that was.
But the good sets I liked as well were like even like the house sets during the day. Like who do we see during the day? We saw like John Summit. Like I know a lot of y'all hated that, but I thought it was cool. I thought that was
I
cool. thing
loved it.
ever.
I love John.
Or even
Summit.
like Dom Dalla.
Whose set was it? Whose set was Cruz at? Where we were at the tents and we were like, "Oh my god!"
Damn it, who did I see?
Was
Was Matroda there?
No, it's Maddie on.
Oh.
No.
Maddie on?
Made on.
Maddie
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made
Yeah,
on.
Made
Me
on.
and Naomi
said
were
it all
chilling
wrong.
at the campsite, getting our sweaters, and we're sitting in the
'Cause
chairs.
we had
So
left
let me
during
wrap it
Yeah.
up. So these people were being like, "Oh, we gotta go get our sweaters. We're being some weenies." And
You
I
bought
was
a
like,
blanket. We
Yeah,
didn't have anything.
yeah.
I didn't bring a blanket. I bought a blanket. I
we
said,
went
"Look,
back
it's
to
day
get a
one.
sweater."
I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna see these acts because somebody paid for my ticket, and I'm gonna make it worth their money." So I bought a blanket, and then I saw Maddie. Craziest visuals I've ever seen. Crazy visuals. It was just great. And then so I want to see more of that. So to answer your question, Countdown. Super looking forward to that.
Wait, I do have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you guys want to see on next year's lineup?
Ooh.
I have
for
me.
Countdown?
Yeah, no. For Coachella, because like me personally, I have my list. I
I'm
want
trying to see Dua Lipa.
I want to see Rex Orange County, Olivia
yeah.
Rodrigo.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I would cry.
So one person that
Is
they-
Calvin Harris gonna be at Coachella next year?
Please.
I've actually saw Calvin Harris in Vegas.
Really?
I
Oh, you
would-
saw him at
yeah.
Vegas that one
I
time.
saw
huh?
him. He was right in front of my face. I was like, damn.
So I agree with everybody y'all just said. But one person they mentioned that was maybe going to headline when Kanye dropped was the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Really?
That was like one of the rumors, like, people just trying to think, what big name they throw up in there.
Mm-hmm.
So if I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers on the lineup, I would lose my shit and I would definitely be that much more hyped. But I do think though that it is fun when there isn't people on the lineup. Like I said, like you guys said, people like Pink Sweats,
Yeah.
Snow Allegra.
You didn't know Pink Sweat?
I didn't.
I didn't.
I
even
didn't.
know.
What?
I took them just because I wanted to go see Snow Allegra.
Who did I miss for Pink Sweat?
I missed out on seeing Kendrick Lamar
I think
for
you
that.
watched. Was it Giveon?
Oh, no,
yeah.
Giveon was in the day. Pink Sweat was
Daniel Caesar.
was it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Was not gonna
But
stand
Pink
up
Sweats
either.
was such a vibe. Like his crowd was great. Like his the way they set up the whole stage. Like it was all
The
obviously
crowd
pink.
interaction, it was
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Honestly, I loved.
He jumped on like every instrument. He's like started playing the drums and stuff. It was
The
good.
dude's super talented.
Yep. But that's all we have for
I
this
didn't even
episode.
answer
yo.
one.
Oh, you didn't answer one? Oh, I'm sorry. He said, "Man, if we could hate Cruz."
This is my.
All right,
podcast.
everybody answer theirs. I'll answer with the EDM. If I want to see if I really want to see the lineup for Coachella next year, it'll probably be Aldeza.
Oh, does yeah.
As for EDM artists, I want to see
Weren't
Aldeza.
they doing like their final tour or like?
They're doing a tour right now.
I mean, but Coachella always like, look, they got who was it? They just broke up.
Oh, Swedish House Mafia.
No, not Swedish House Mafia. Somebody else.
BTS.
No, they
who am
weren't
I
there.
thinking? It's gonna kill me. It
Daft
was
Punk?
no.
Daft
cry.
Punk.
Who
I
was
really
it was like one of those like hipster band or hipster groups. Crap. I'm trying to think.
Were they a headliner? No.
God damn.
What song?
I don't even listen to them. I just know everybody's like, oh yeah, this is gonna
Oh,
be that.
Brockhampton.
Yes,
But they
Brockhampton.
weren't
yeah.
broken up. They broke up after.
That's what I'm saying. But see how they
Yeah.
did that? Like I feel
True.
like it's gonna be one
They
of those.
did their last set at Coachella.
Yep. But
cool
I
set.
think one thing I want to know is like, yeah, like who? Well, obviously, I think we got to do another episode when lineups come out. But until then, I think we need to ask people for some questions because these are getting hard to come up with.
Yeah, please help. Either me or Sabrina is hosting the next podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm very social.
So if you guys got any,
please help.
any topics you guys want them to talk about, drop them right here. We'll probably make this into like an Instagram story. So drop them here.
Yeah.
Let Musashi know, and then soon we'll be looking.
I'll
to have
drop
some
the
people on here.
socials on the description.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
drop all that. It'd
Do
be cool.
that.
All right, y'all. So without that, I think we'll sign out. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.